Good afternoon everyone, another quick unboxing video. This is the arrival of Vicky the Valiant. Now I've got two options for building the Valiant. And how did the Valiant enter What If Madagascan service? Well, in 1964 the British, the RAF, were forced to retire the Valiant after problems were identified with the metallurgy. These problems were solvable or resolvable, and they did have a program to do that. However, it got cancelled in 1964. Madagascar, 1 in 72nd What If, loves a bargain, so they brought 18 of the refurbished, redone Valiant B1s, and they never used them at low level, which was not a good place for the Valiant to be. The Valiant B2 was of course intended as the low-level Pathfinder bomber replacing the Canberra, but it never entered service. So this is the superb modern Airfix kit. It comes with a nuclear bomb, which of course Madagascar never used, and it comes with these conventional bombs, which are £1,000 conventional bombs. It has a big bomb bay, and it comes with the PR or photo reconnaissance bomb bay as well, with all of its windows full of cameras. So there's two options for the Airfix Valiant. This will be a Vicky the Valiant. I can do it in the PR scheme, or I can do it in an arc light bombing scheme, and I am going to be doing this in an arc light bombing scheme. So this is the fuselage, again lovely moulded. From what my friend Matt has told me, this kit builds the best of all of the Airfix modern V bombers. And there is the main wing spar, lovely, with no hideous panel lines to worry about when you join the wings together. It is a one-piece top, which is absolutely brilliant. Here is the main fuselage. You've got these huge fuel tanks and some pylons for those to go on. You've got lots of nice detail in the Airfix kit. You've got a full interior, which sadly you can't really see much of. And underneath you have the intakes here. You've got various flaps and bits like that. Tail planes, which are well moulded in two pieces. Again, a brilliant idea. And these are the parts that move. This is, from what I believe, a very simple and easy to build kit. So Vicky, I'm sure, will look brilliant when I eventually build her, hopefully later this week, or next week now, as it's Friday. So let's have a look at what Arclight was. Well, Arclight was effectively a very heavy fire support mission that the Americans had in Vietnam. It ran between 1965 and surprisingly ran until 1973, which was of course after Linebacker 1 and 2. So the problem the Americans had was the Viet Cong, or the NVA regiments, when they came down from the north to the south, used to hide in the jungle. The idea of Arclight was to use 3-cell B-52 formations and literally blow the jungle to pieces. This delivered extremely heavy close air support, which was responsible for saving garrisons like Khe Sanh in 1968 and repelling many offensives. Of course, with anything related to the Vietnam War, it was heavily controversial. Was the cost of dropping this much bombs on jungle to completely flatten it and ruin it for years worth it? Well, the anti-war movement didn't think so, and of course they kicked off in America, and the war gradually came to an end, certainly with the end of Nixon. However, Arclight itself expanded into Cambodia and Laos, and the latter raids were in that area, and that's why it ran until 1973. So Vicky the Valiant, well, the Valiant in Madagascan service is not as well equipped as the Vulcan. It doesn't have the same ECM systems, and it doesn't have the same capability of going up north like the Vulcan would have done. The Vulcan was a far superior aircraft in terms of performance and electronic countermeasures. So the Valiant was brought by the Madagascans to be used in arc light raids. So I will be planning to do Vicky in the arc light configuration of a black gloss underside and a Southeast Asia camouflage top side. So that's the plan for Vicky. V for Vicky, the Valiant.